So today in this class, I will explain you the chapter simultaneous linear equations in two variables. So in this chapter, first topic is so what is the first of all I think you would have learned about the linear equations in one variable, and here we are going to discuss the linear equation in two variables, and in this we will have two equations, and we will find the solution of these two equations graphically by using the graph. So consider two equations first. Like one equation is given x plus y equal to 20. This is the one equation, and other equation is suppose 10x plus 5y. So these are the two simultaneous linear equations, and we have to find the value of x and y. So first, and we will find the solution, or we will find the value of x and y graphically by using the graph. So we have to draw the graph of this equation and this equation. So before drawing the graph, we have to find some points. For suppose for equation this, you will get y equal to 20 minus x. So for this 20 minus x, we will find some values. Like we can make a box and then find out the 3 points. So this is x and this is y here. So take here x equal to 0, then you will get y equal to 20. You will get x equal to suppose 5. Then you will get here 15, and if you get 10 here, it will be 10. So you got 3 values of. So here the points are 0, 20, and 5, 15, and 10, 10. So these are the points. Now for this equation, if you simplify this, you will get y equal to 140 minus 10x by 5, or you can take common here 5. So actually it will be 28 minus 2x. So for this, again you will find the value of, that is the points here. So for this again xy. So if you take x equal to 0, then you get y plus 28, and that will be a very big value. But in this question, you have to have the big values here. So take it. So you have to find out. You have to draw this graph on a big graph paper, or you have to choose a scale so that you can fit this big number in a graph. So x equal to 28 here, 0, and then y equal to 28, and x equal to suppose 5. You can take 5, then 5 to 10, then 28 minus 10 will be 18. You can take also 10 to 20, 28 minus 20 will be 8. So we have these 3 points. That is, in this for this we have these points, and for this equation we have these points. Now these points will be plotted on a graph paper. I will write this point here. X, Y, 0, 28, 5, 18, and 10, 8. So these are the points, and then you will draw the graph, and this is the x-axis, this is y-axis, this is negative x, negative y, and this is negative x dash here, x y dash here, and this is called origin. And now here we will have to choose some points. Actually the numbers are very large, so we have to choose the scale so that we can fit all these numbers in the graph paper, because in a graph paper they are very small, so we have to choose the scale so that we can draw. So suppose in this graph it is 20 here, x equal 20 here. So suppose we can take here, suppose this is 5, 5 and 10, then 15, and then here suppose 20. And in this case also again, if you take here in this scale, this 5, then 10, then 15, then 20, then 25, then 28, that will be 30 in this case. Suppose 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30 will be here, suppose, because I am taking the rough scale here. It is not possible to draw in this graph, but it is okay. So I have taken this. Now I will just figure out where is this point here. 0, 20, suppose 0, x equal to 0 and y equal to 0. So this is the point here, and 5, 15 here, x equal to 5 and y equal to 15. So this is the point here. This is the point here. That is 5, 15 here, and 10, 10 will be, that is this point will be 10, 10 in this case. Now when you join this, then you will get a line like this. Line. This is the line here, and now take this 0, 28. Now where is x equal to 0 and y equal to 28 here. So it is 20. Then I have to draw it bigger, like here in this case. Suppose it is 20, then 20 and 25, then 30 here. So it will be 30 and it will be 25, suppose. Then 28 will be somewhere here. So this is the point. This is the point, suppose 28. And next is 5, 18 here. That is x equal to 5 and y equal to 18. So y equal to 18, here 50, and then somewhere here it will be this, suppose. So this is the point 18, suppose. 18, then this point here. And then 10, 8. X equal to 10 and y equal to 8. So y equal to 8 will be somewhere like this. Then we can draw. So I think here it will be the point. So you will draw, suppose this here, then you will draw lines again, like this. So they are cutting at this point. So this point, if you find, this point will be 8, 8, 2. That is, you will get here this point as 8, 12. 8, 12 here. So you will draw. Okay, you will draw this graph in your graph sheet, and you will take the bigger graph paper, and then you will draw. Then you will see that these two lines are cutting at point P, and the coordinates of P are 8 and 12. It means that the value of x is 8 and the value of y is 12. That is, these two values are satisfying those two equations. That is, one equation was x plus y equal to 20, and other equation is this. Now you can see that x equal to 8 and y equal to 12 satisfy both equations at the same time. So 8 plus 12 is 20, and here also if you take here 8 and plus 12 by 60. Actually, it is not this 10x plus, actually it is 10x plus 5y. So in this case, 10 is 80 here, and plus 12 by 60. That is, now you can see that this is also 140, this is 140 here also. So both values are satisfying this value. So this is the graphical solution for this simultaneous linear equation in two variables x and y. So this is how you will solve this graph. So this is all about how to solve the simultaneous linear equation in two variables by using the graph. Okay, and one more point is here that there are some conditions, like in some cases you will have the solution, and in some cases you will not have the solution. Because, for example, if you have the equations like this, a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. Now you have these two simultaneous wave equations in two variables. Now you have the conditions. That is, when you draw the graph, then you will get that the lines will cut like this, or you can say that one line will be over there. That is, you have two equations here, and the graph of both equations will be the same. So in that case, the lines will be overlapping. So lines will be intersecting, the lines may be overlapping, or lines may be parallel. So you have three conditions. That is, whenever you draw the graph of these two equations, then you will have three conditions. Either the lines are intersecting, or they may be overlapping, or they may be parallel. So in which condition you will get intersecting lines? So from this you will find the ratio right here, a1 by a2. You will find this, and also b1 by b2, and also you will find c1 by c2. And the number one condition is here, that if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then in this case the lines are intersecting. In this case the lines are intersecting, and in this case we say that the solution of this equation is consistent, because we have the solution in this case, and in this case we have only one solution, and in this case the lines will be intersecting. The number two is that if a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2, so in this case the lines are parallel. And in this case parallel means that you will not have any solution. That is, when this condition is true, then you will not get any solution. That is, in this case the two equations, you will not get any value of x and y which will satisfy both equations simultaneously. So this, in this case, the given systems are inconsistent because they don't have the solution. And the number three condition is that if a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, that is, all are equal. In this case, the lines will be overlapping. And in this case, when the lines are overlapping, then in this case the two equations have infinitely many solutions, because in this case the lines are overlapping. So every solution, that is any point on the line, any point on that line will be the solution for each equation. So these are the three conditions. But if you find these conditions, then you will know whether the given system of equation has the intersecting lines, or the parallel lines, or the overlapping lines. I will discuss more about some topics in this, because there are also some, like we have to solve the simultaneous equation by using two, or like one method is elimination method, then you have the substitution method, and also the cross multiplication method. So I will discuss these three methods also, but now it is for today. Then I will discuss all those on the next class.